Hey guys, just a reminder that yesterday in class we voted about our Google Meet schedule between these two different options. And the majority of class voted for option two, only having Google Meets on Monday and Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you have more individual work time, less direct support. If you feel like you need that direct support on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to complete the assignments or material posted on Google Classroom, you can always hop onto that Google Meets and I will be there during your scheduled block. All right, learning target and essential question are the same. We are looking at bias in the media, specifically focusing on social media and whether or not they should be held responsible for the spread of misinformation. We are going to be watching The Social Dilemma, which is available on Netflix. I'm going to explain today how we are going to watch a movie together as a class while distance learning. And then I'm going to go over the questions that you'll be responsible for answering as and after you watch the documentary. Reminder of your homework: Levels of Thinking Jamboard due today, Social Media Jamboard due the 15th, and Social Dilemma Reflection questions you answer as and after you watch the documentary will be due the 17th, that first day back. And you guys have 51 more days left of the term. Okay, so here's how we're going to be watching a documentary while we're doing our distance learning. You really have two options. If you have Netflix available to you, and you would like to watch it independently, you definitely can do that. Tuesday, we are going to watch the first 25 minutes. So today we're going to watch 25 minutes. Wednesday, 30 minutes. Thursday, the last 30 minutes of the documentary. If you don't have Netflix or if you would like some of that direct support, you can come to the Google Meets during your scheduled block. And I am legally allowed to stream Netflix through Google Meets. Okay, so if you come to that Google Meets, I will walk you through the questions. I can give you hints on answers or answer questions as you go. So this option two would work great if you feel like you need that direct support or if you don't have access to Netflix. Okay, here are the questions that you'll need to answer as you watch and after you watch. Notice that I bolded them or pointed them out right here. Question 1 through 4, fill those out as you watch. The last one, wait until after you watch in order to fill that one out. And then you might also notice that I have these level of thinking indicators right next to the question. That way you know whether or not you're going to be able to find the answer directly from the documentary or if you're going to have to do your own critical thinking. Okay, so question 1, you're going to write down information or facts that were presented in the documentary that surprised you or maybe worried you. You might want to explain why, very, very briefly, each piece of data was surprising or worrisome. You don't have to write like a paragraph or anything. You can just put like a bullet point, the fact or the data, and then be like, this was worrisome because. Okay, number 2, you're going to write down information or facts that did not surprise you. This one's kind of harder, but in this one, I'm just kind of looking for what do you see every single day where you're like, yeah, everyone knows that, or yeah, everybody does that. For this one, you would write down the things that did not surprise you that you see all the time, and then maybe give like examples. So you might say, like, yeah, my mom is completely addicted to social media. She's on her phone 24/7. Or my little sister, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Number 3, according to the documentary, how does misinformation spread on social media? This is a level 1 question. They're going to give you plenty of examples. Number 4, according to the documentary, what are the effects of misinformation spread by social media? This is a level 2. They give examples, but you're still going to have to maybe do some inferring to get some of the other answers. All right, and the very last one, sorry, this thing's kind of hiding it for you. Level 3 questions. That means there's not really a right or wrong answer as long as you explain your answer. After watching the documentary, do you believe there should be more regulations put into place in order to hold social media accountable for the spread of misinformation? This is the same question you answered on Monday, but after doing some research using the article and the documentary, you're going to give a new complete answer. If your answer is the same, that's fine. If your answer is different, that's also fine. Note that 40% of the points for this assignment come from this question. Speaking of points, here is how you are going to be scored on this assignment. So question 1, question 2, question 3, it kind of describes how you're going to be scored and how many points each question is worth. I really want to focus on this question 5 because 40% of your points come from this question. For question 5, make sure you give a claim where you answer the question clearly. So you would say, yes, I think they should be held accountable. No, they shouldn't, or they should on certain occasions. And then you're going to give 3 supporting reasons. Whether you're using information from the documentary, from the article in class, or from your own personal life to support your answer, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you have 3 reasons where you're using information to support your answer. So you'll get a point for your claim and then a point for each supporting reason. All right, and that's all that I need to explain. You guys are free to go ahead and start watching the first 25 minutes of the social dilemma and answer the as you watch questions 1 through 4 on your social dilemma reflection. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.